Charlotte City leaders talking about protections for the LGBTQ community. A vote is set for next week on the non-discrimination ordinance. This discussion coming 5 years after North Carolina passed the infamous House Bill 2, which became known as the bathroom bill. It was a law that was seen as anti-LGBTQ and led to protests, the loss of huge sports events here in Charlotte, including the NBA All-Star Game, and major companies shunning the Tar Heel state. WCNC Charlotte's Hunter Sines sat in on that meeting and tells us where that ordinance discussion stands. And to be clear, this new measure has nothing to do with bathrooms. Hunter, what's the latest?
The mayor tells me she still plans to call a vote on this non-discrimination ordinance on Monday and that the public will have their voices heard. But the bottom line here, city leaders want a new and expanded non-discrimination ordinance. Charlotte city leaders want more people to be protected when it comes to employment.
I think it's pretty awesome that we've got something like this that a couple of years ago it would have been unfathomable.
The proposed ordinance would make it illegal for people to be discriminated against for things like their sexual orientation, gender identity, or natural hairstyle, among other things.
It is important to me.
Protections that are personal for Quinn Williams.
To be able to go into a workplace and not be told to tone it down, that I'm too ethnic.
And also crucial for Kyle Lubke.
I've gone to a bed and breakfast and been discriminated against because I'm gay. I've been discriminated against in my places of employment.
Current state and federal law already grant protections against discrimination on the basis of sex for employers who have 15 workers or more. Charlotte City Attorney is recommending council help fill a gap, making discrimination illegal for employers with 14 workers or less. Still, some want to make it illegal for all employers despite current protections.
But what's the harm in us also enacting additional protections?
A natural hairstyle protection, though, is not included in current state and federal law. Council unanimously wants to make it a protection at all companies, no matter the size.
I know that there are many members of our community that have waited quite a while for these protections.
If this employment provision is passed, it will impact roughly 13,000 businesses that employ 14 workers or less. The religious exemptions will still hold up. And an important note here, to be crystal clear, the city is not regulating bathrooms with this non-discrimination ordinance. That is still prohibited by state law. Some changes will be made to this over the next couple of days, and a vote will happen on Monday. At the Government Center, Hunter Sines, WCNC Charlotte.